What's going on YouTube? Here to show you guys on how to do a valve cover gasket on a 2015 Honda CRV. This is the 2.4 liter, and these are notorious for the gaskets to just rip and over the heat and course of driving a lot. Just wanted to show you guys how to do it. I mean, it's pretty simple. Just order the part. Or you can try to reuse the gasket. That's not the gasket, but the valve cover. That's the old one. But I suggest that you get a new part and replace the whole thing. I mean, it's pretty cheap. And you can do it at home. It's nothing that's hard. You just need a couple of tools. Nothing much. You don't need nothing fancy. First, what we're going to do here is clean around. And this is where it leaks. And once you start seeing over here, that's the problem where it's at right there. And I've been losing oil all the time, and I was wondering what it was, and that's the culprit right here. This whole thing it's made out of plastic. That's with the new technology and stuff, and I wish they made it more durable, but that's not the case. It's a good car, it's reliable, but you got to maintain it to keep it like that. So a couple of the things that you need is a 10 millimeter socket, ratchet. You need a brake parts cleaner to start. You gotta, before you start, clean this out. And a couple of pry tools. It don't matter what kind. These are $1 if you need them. And then I always, when I clean around the head, I like to use plastic instead of using any kind of hard tools like screwdrivers or anything to clean around the surface. So, excuse me if you guys can't hear me. I'm watching the game as well. I'll turn that off so it's not annoying here in a sec. You know, just be neat about when you're doing this, because you don't want any kind of debris and stuff going inside the engine at all. So just be neat and cautious. And then also before starting, when you're disconnecting any kind of wiring, anything like that, make sure you do disconnect the negative terminal on the battery. Always do that.
This is the story of a tight connection
and
oh, you're holding the plane?
Let me turn this down for a little bit. I'm gonna turn it down. I'm gonna turn this TV down a little bit. There you go. But so you guys can hear me, just always be nice and neat, and we'll get it started. If you guys like to use the impact, you can for the top bolts here, but I suggest you guys do the hand cranking. If you're not comfortable, just do the old school ratcheting. That works as well. And have a couple of these towels right here ready just in case. And yep, we'll get it started. And have something else to organize your bolts. You know which one's what. I always do that. It's a habit of mine. And so we'll get her started. Here we go. Okay guys, after you pull everything off, this is what it should look like. Everything is out of the way, clear. Keep moving. And then this used to be down here. It was all the way down there in that connector. Can't see it, but be careful. All the way down there to this connector right here. So move everything out of the way, push it out of the way. And then you should be having enough space to get them 10 millimeter bolts. Just connect the hoses. Vacuum line over here. So now we're gonna remove the coils up here up top, the 4. I marked them exactly how they need to go. So just mark them and be nice and neat, like I said. And then it'll be time to get it off. And then remove this right here. It's clipped on there. Or you can just remove that 10 millimeter bolt right here if you need to. Getting everybody on the same page. His team, especially a long drive, will come at it with a good point. See if the Jets can take advantage of it. Rodgers, that was incomplete.
unacceptable. And in our pregame show, the NFL Day, Matt Ryan was talking about how a head coach has to relate to a young quarterback, and wondered about what happened last week and then what he said in the media during this week. I think Matt probably understands there. Head coach letting off a little steam.
That's dry. That's good.
Essentially the same play.
Got that one.
Meanwhile, the Jets have a total of 16 yards on offense.
2nd and 10. Rodgers looking.
Second.
From behind. Nothing working downfield.
Dry. Make sure it's all dry.
Harold Landry, one of the top sack masters in the NFL, gets home.
And Kenneth
Nice
Murray
and
took
dry.
away where Aaron Rodgers wanted to go with the football, made him pull it down. And Brandon, look to the left of your screen. See Murray jump? That took it away from Rodgers. Now he's got to go in another direction.
Nice and dry. I might need to replace these boots later on, but for now it's good. Okay.
The Jets have 50 penalty yards.
Now it's time for the valve cover.
T-Mobile savings, take one. Rise up focus with Lincoln. At T-Mobile, you get tons of benefits. I'm happy to be here. No big stairs, please. Just saying, at T-Mobile, you can save on every plan and you get great benefits with just the
So on and so forth, the back.
doing whatever.
Okay, all the bolts are removed now. Let me get the light behind there.
Actually, a 33.
All these bolts are removed, as you can see. They're all right here. So now it's time to remove it. Start prying it up. So I suggest you have some kind of plastic. Don't use anything that's too hard when you're doing this. So just pry around until it pops the seal open.
Make sure it's open before you throw it, and double coverage turns into another interception.
So that's turnover.
Done.
Forward for the first down.
Allen remains in there. We'll get word on the ball as soon as we come up with it. The ball bounces up in the air. The intended target, Garrett Wilson.
Yep, just pry it up.
Coverage there with L'Jarius Sneed.
That's part of the reason I think we haven't seen much of Garrett Wilson so far. Is that L'Jarius
There it
Sneed,
is.
every opportunity when he jumps out there with Garrett Wilson, he wants to be out on the corner and be up in his face. Denard Wilson, defense coordinator, told me before this ball game, our job in this one is to jostle him, thump him, off the line of scrimmage, disrupt timing at all costs.
Just the second first down of the day for the Jets. We're down to 5:30 down to go in the first half. Rodgers unhooks it. And Allen, physical player, 6'1", 235 pounds. And he brings Diggs with him for a first down. Downstairs to Evans.
Yeah, you touched on it, Brees Hall. He has his helmet on. He's on the sideline. That's a good sign. No injury designation.
So as you can see, that's what it looks like
Spent some time in the blue
after
tent.
everything
Saw
is
staff
out.
member that had a thigh pad. They seem to go back in the tent for that, so we'll keep an eye on it. But he does have his helmet, which is always a good sign.
So make sure you get the gasket with it too, this old gasket right here. That's got to come out and clean around the surface.
That big hit from
So I'll see you when I'm done with that.
5 minutes to go, second quarter. Take the hand up. Rodgers, deep drop. Rodgers trying to get out of the pocket. Dump off. It's incomplete. Arden Key and McCreary put the pressure in. McCreary is down.
So that's the gasket that goes bad on it right here.
Been a starter since his rookie year.
Look at that. It's all brittle. It's all brittle. You see that? You can just yank that off. It's terrible.
So Roger McCreary was
So that will go in the trash.
the nickel man for Tennessee. Rodgers just went over to check on him.
So I'll show you guys the new part.
He's holding his hand. Come down underneath. See how he wrapped up Rodgers, and then the arm that's hooked around Rodgers' leg. That seems to be the one he's favoring. It's that right arm underneath as he comes down.
Meanwhile, Rogers absorbing a hit himself when we talked to him about the physical last
So
night.
this is what the new part looks like.
Each week, getting a lot of treatment throughout.
Right here
Every week on my Achilles.
comes the new gasket.
Post-treatment, everything.
You name it.
Gasket
Everything under the sun.
attached already.
He's going to be doing it to be ready, but that's another
I can
positive.
pull it out so you guys can see
Takes the
it.
hit, bounces up.
Make sure the gasket's on there.
Another thing to help
You guys have it. Make sure the gasket's attached. Nope,
So McCurry
it's not falling off or anything.
on to the bench area. Jarvis Brownlee, rookie out of Louisville.
But you can see
Step in for Tennessee. Second down and 10. Rogers is 5 of 10 for just 35
so it's
yards.
better just to replace the whole thing as plastic. So I mean,
Midfield, shotgun.
if you try to just replace the gasket, you'll be screwed.
Garrett Wilson. The spin by Wilson, and then he lunged.
After you guys clean it up, the surface that goes around it to seal it, that's what it should look like all the way around. Make sure while you're at it, check the timing chain slack as well. It's not loose. Just inspect everything before you put it back in. But it looks good. It's clean. Also, you need to get this off of the old one. Old valve cover right here.
To the head area.
It'll be here. It'll be 10mm
Tony
bolt.
Pollard for the additional penalty at the end.
It'll be like
Clark
that.
coming in, he's
It'll
trying
be
to
on
break
here.
shoulder, but the shoulder goes
On here
right
like
into
this.
the face mask of Pollard.
You
Loves
just
the
make sure
flag.
you get
You had
it.
a
You take
chance
it
to
off.
get Tennessee off the field.
And then you put it on the new one. It'll go in
Tack on 15.
like that. You push it in into the new one. It should go right in there like that.
To create that situation for Tennessee.
Push it in. Make sure it's tight.
Spears in the backfield.
And then put the 10mm bolt. Hand tighten it first, of course, so you don't screw up the threads on it. Give me a second. So that's on. Make sure you hand tighten it. You don't impact it. So that's on. So it's almost ready to go now. It's time to put everything back together.
Celebrate your fall wardrobe. Save during our customer
Peace.
appreciation event and earn Kohl's cash.
Just say it. You can get your shots together too. Your COVID-19 shot and your flu shot at the same visit as recommended by the CDC. I got my shots together, dude. Ask your healthcare provider about getting this season's COVID-19 shot when getting your flu shot if you're due for both.
Are you getting yours together?
No matter how
Make sure you put it right straight down there.
there is no
Nothing's
such
blocking
thing
it.
as a clean slate.
Screw up,
CBS
make sure
Origins, Monday, October 14th, part of CBS Premiere Week and streaming on
smooth
Paramount
it in.
Plus.
Make sure the gaskets are not moving around.
I feel like this first half has been Will Levis in a nutshell. Some really good stuff. 11 of 13, 115 yards, and then a couple of plays where you scratch your head a bit and say, why?
Yeah, and that was encapsulated in Chicago's great sheet overall was pretty good, but the bad plays were brutal.
Keep it on the ground. Spears handled on the inside run for 3.5 yards. We're down to 30 seconds left. Quentin Williams will get credit for the stop.
Got their big three receivers on the field, and Ridley Boyd and Hopkins.
Levis. He gets walloped by Solomon Thomas. Pressure up the gut. And a timeout called by Tennessee. 17 seconds on the clock.
One of the things Tennessee struggled with in Chicago in the offensive line is how quickly the defenders from Chicago won at the line of scrimmage. It happens here, right in the middle. Solomon Thomas very quickly across the face of Dylan Radins, number 75, and right into the grill of Will Levis for the sack.
So it's a loss of 8 on the play. They back it up to the 25-yard line. One timeout remaining for Tennessee.
Everything should line up just like that right there.
Picked by San Francisco coming out of Stanford at a year of the Las Vegas
Bring it up
Raiders.
closer.
And now here are the Jets.
Should look like that right there.
Second down and 18. Levis on the delayed handoff. And Spears taken down by Sherwood on the play. They're down to 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 3-yard pickup, and they'll take the timeout. Get the field goal unit out there with 3 seconds on the clock.
But everything should be lined up perfectly. Make sure you get the gaskets right here around the coil packs and the spark plug. Make sure they're pushed in properly. They're not poking out or anything like that. Just make sure everything's lined up.
Tennessee franchise, Brian Callahan, first-year head coach. His dad, Bill Callahan, is the offensive line coach, longtime coach, professionally in the college ranks. And that relationship, Brian telling us that his dad is so regimented, but that's what makes him great. And of course, there's some father and son quirks, but he's been a huge help. He doesn't tell him what to do, but he'll say, hey, have you thought about this?
Yeah, we've all heard that at home before. They've asked that, and means you probably should do it.
41-yard kick is good for Nick Folk to end the first half. 17 Callahan. Up 10-7. One half a play complete. Down to Evan.
Coach, back and forth first half there. What's top of mind for you as you go into halftime?
You know, we got to be better on third down on defense, but took the ball away 3 times. We got to finish our drives on offense.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Evan. Rough start for the Jets. Both sides of the ball, but limited the damage enough to only be down 3. End of the first half. 10-7. Halftime is next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your locals.
All right, here we go.
What's my next step?
Dad.
You break it, we take it.
You can take it.
Trade in any phone in any condition at Verizon for the new Google Pixel 9 with Gemini.
Give me a recipe with these ingredients.
Let's do that.
Only on Verizon.
It's Dua Lipa. 60 minutes, only tonight.
The versatile Toyota RAV4 is ready for anything on or off the road.
This RAV4 is a hybrid EV, so you can take your adventures even further.
Check out all the cargo space.
That's what you call room with a view.
Now you can get a new 24 RAV4 and get low 4.99 APR financing.
Or lease a RAV4 from $339 a month with 2 years no cost maintenance.
Book your room now. Toyota. Let's go places.
This year, we considered hiring an ad agency to help with our marketing.
They pitched impressive visuals and a script that was inspiring.
And exotic animal mascots to help grab your attention.
In the end, we just decided to tell it to you straight. Shelter Insurance has award-winning customer service at affordable rates.
Plus, our local agents are there to help you understand what coverage you need.
To find an agent near you, visit shelterinsurance.com and switch today.
As a mom and former first-grade teacher, I care deeply about education. That's why I'm voting for Amendment 2. Legalizing sports betting will generate tens of millions of dollars every year for our classrooms, helping increase teacher pay. Amendment 2 has a constitutional guarantee that ensures the money from sports betting goes to our schools. No more wasted dollars. Take it from this mom and former teacher. Amendment 2 is the right thing to do.
Bengals, Chiefs, today on KFES 12. CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to the new Sean McManus Studio 43 and the Verizon Halftime Report. It is the NFL that's powered by Verizon 5G. JB, along with Coach Nate and Matt, let's get right to the highlights.
And New York Jets travel down to Tennessee. The National Titans right here. You're going to see it. Tennessee Titans. You're going to see Ridley takes this jet sweep. He goes 10 yards for the touchdown.
Okay, everything is on. Hand tighten it. We haven't torqued it to the spec yet. This for the spec, just look on the forum for it. And yep, everywhere around. And then we'll just do crisscross. Crisscross. Don't ever tight it around. Don't do that.
And then right here, you're going to find the Jacksonville
Needs us. Our country and local communities do too.
Let's do it.
Survivor has evolved all these advantages, all these twists. I'm radiating with anxiety. I'm just an odd person. And it'll be okay. We'll see. It's worse for me than it is for you.
The job spoken. A new season of Survivor begins Wednesday, 8/7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Things don't really belong to people unless they take them.
You guys switch you
Sometimes.
Tulsa King. New season now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. The NFL powered by Verizon 5G.
Doubleheader action today on CBS in the late games. Most of you will see Patrick Mahomes hosting Joe Burrow. Burrow 3-1 in head-to-head matchups with Mahomes. And others will see the Steelers at the Broncos with Mike Tomlin has not beaten Sean Payton in 3 matchups.
Yeah, now Joe Burrow's success has come later in the season. Right now, in the first 2 weeks of the season, Joe Burrow is 1-8 in his games. So going in there, really, he will not have T. Higgins. He's going against a Kansas City team. Chris Jones, look for him to have a big day on the defensive side of the ball. And when you look at the Denver playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers, we're all thinking Russell Wilson's going to be. It's going to be Justin Fields. And all of a sudden, the one thing I would say for Denver Broncos, Bo Nix, keep an eye on T.J. Watt. So use your feet and get away from it because that should be a good matchup. No Russell Wilson, it's going to be Justin Fields today.
And the Verizon halftime will continue after this.
You've just been rammed by a Chinese boat.
Tensions are escalating in the South China Sea.
We're in a complete standoff.
And 60 Minutes is there. All new tonight.
I'm Madeline Mann. I'm a lawyer. Work for a TV show. People assume I'm a harmful lady.
Network premiere sneak peek CBS next Sunday. It's streaming on Paramount Plus. NCIS Origins, October 14th on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
At SIH, our commitment to care goes beyond the walls of our clinics and hospitals. We provide access to highly trained, patient-focused care providers. We invest in advanced, state-of-the-art medical services and technologies, and we strive to make a meaningful impact on all of the communities we serve. Our commitment is summed up in those words we all need to hear from time to time.
We're going to be okay.
At SIH, we are committed to you.
Dear road rivals, no truck on the road drives value like the Tundra. Day after day, mile after mile, it all adds up to big savings under the hood. What's under yours? Toyota Tundra.
Lease the 2024 Tundra for $399 a month, or get 1.99% APR financing for 48 months on Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider.
Switch to Spectrum Internet starting at $29.99 a month. Call 1-855-244-1816.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too. Call now.
For the most accurate forecast, trust First Alert Weather.
Don't want to miss a game? Just ask Siri. Who plays football today?
What the Jets and Titans do, they're playing football here in Nashville. Let's check out the first half stat. 152 total yards for Tennessee. Limit the Jets to 93, but 2 turnovers for the Titans. A lot of penalties for the Jets. Getting ready for second half action. Iron Eagle Charles Davis having Washburn down on the field. It's all about perspective. Tennessee, you have a lead, but I have to believe they feel like it should be more. And for the Jets, you're down, but it could have been a lot worse. Will Levis in that first half. We saw what he's all about as a QB.
Yeah, we saw the best and the worst all encapsulated in one half. And that first half was rocking along well. When they're able to run the football, he's able to throw off a play action. Look at the ball fake there by Levis, gets outside, and puts a nice little hook shot there on Tyler Boyd. But then, under pressure, he reverts. It's what his head coach Brian Callahan called regression. And it comes back the very next play. And the very next drive, he takes a shot downfield, throws into double coverage. He got an issue right there. He takes care of the football. First, do no harm. Tennessee Titans have a much better opportunity to win this ball.
So Tennessee up by 3. We'll kick it off to start this second half. Both teams coming off losses last week. Levis 11 of 13, 115 yards. The interception and the other turnover on the backward toss, trying to keep the play alive. Gibson and Davis are deep for New York. Nick Folk will get the second half started. This one bounces and it's gone out to the 30-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, what have you seen in the first half?
I saw the adjustment that was made from series to series. They were having trouble getting the ball out of his hands because of the pass rush of the Titans. So they started going to the quick game. Nathaniel Hackett, offensive coordinator, Aaron Rodgers orchestrating 8 of 10 throwing the ball when he delivers it under 2.5 seconds. Expect that to continue. And you know why you're able to do that? Your wide receivers are winning quickly at the line of scrimmage and getting into their routes and giving Aaron Rodgers a chance to deliver.
He has connected on his last 5 passes to end the first half. Jets with the ball down by 3 to start the third quarter. Hall in the backfield got to 9 yards rushing in the first half. Because of
Okay, now it's time to connect everything back together. Put it back together. So
here in Nashville on
let's
Saturday,
get her going.
3:30 on CBS. Big time at the Big House.
Y'all can see everything there. Yep.
18th ranked Michigan. We'll get you set up for kickoff beginning at
Vacuum line behind here, real quick.
Followed by college football today. Next Saturday, CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
And no, ladies and gentlemen, it's not the Rose Bowl. Because that would be a Rose Bowl matchup in past years. Now, it's a conference game.
No, this is a classic Big Ten matchup.
A conference game. USC in the Big Ten.
Just to put the hose clamp. This is the best things to have right here. The hose. I love using this tool. It's amazing.
5 yards with Tony Adams helping in run support. See if Tennessee can get back some of that balance. Levis has taken a few shots downfield, the one interception, and then the one that went through the hands of Calvin Ridley on the previous drive.
Then we'll do this side. Slider on there. Just like that.
Second down and 5.
Grab it.
34. Kendall, Pollard. Try to get around 2 would-be tacklers and leans forward for 4.
Just like that. It's
Comes
on
into
there.
third and
Push this
short
back
combination
on.
of Sherwood and Kinlaw got in there.
It's on.
Aaron Rodgers, 11 of 21, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Go back here.
1 to Allen.
Back on the original spot.
A touchdown on the board today was a rushing touchdown for Tennessee and Calvin Ridley.
Just like that. She's on there.
Julius
Hope y'all can see everything. It's just so hard to do everything with one-handed.
Pressure. He's got room. Levis, big game. In the Jets territory, and Levis goes down.
Sorry about the football. I'm watching the game as well. The noise in the background.
Of Levis with those legs.
Next.
Big and strong. But the ability to get out and
this
run.
way.
And slow to get up is Jermaine Johnson, the second for the
back
Jets,
here
who is
as well.
still hunched over. Athletic training staff is out to check on. 21-yard gain.
One of the best plays by Will Levis today.
Let this one
has
slide
been him
down
being able
there.
to break contain, keep his poise, and get upfield.
Here. Now it's time for the
Jets
ignition
overall, CJ
coils.
Mosley
The
with
coils.
toe injury concern now for Jermaine Johnson of New York.
To get me out of my own head,
I have
I need people
all 4
around
right
me.
here. Ready to put it back
Community can
on.
give you a power, an energy that you didn't think
So
you had.
1,
human stuff. The human stuff.
2.
The joy of seeing each other through.
3.
I think I messed up, Hank.
4.
I think I can walk away from football.
As you can see,
I got you. Jason Daniel Kelsey, welcome back to football.
this one.
Exactly. Where you watch all the games while stuck in your face with like the greatest wings and all the beer.
There we go.
Okay.
See? B-Dub is football.
It's football.
It's football.
Then we'll get the 4 bolts. Look like. And we'll start putting them on and hand tighten them first. Okay.
Get this low mileage lease on this 2024 GMC Hummer EV pickup for around $849 per month. We are professional grade GMC.
Excuse me, I'm not very good at this YouTube thing, so I apologize for the quality if it's terrible. I'll keep working on it. I'll get better over time. I'm just trying to help out. That's all I'm trying to do.
Slipped in behind him and stabbed him.
You have a devious mind.
I'm a lawyer.
Returns October 17th.
I'll turn the TV
CBS
down a
Premier
little
League on
bit.
CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Okay. Now you guys should hear me much better. So we got them hand tightened. So we'll take the wrench. 10 millimeter. So we'll just start.
Johnson pulled over, changed his body, and this is what happened on the previous play. Just keep an eye on it around the 30-yard line.
Just hand tighten them.
After a bounce, he goes, then he cuts to go, he just goes to the ground. The Jets are already in that department because of the Hassan Reddick holdout.
Make sure this is tight. It's not moving around. Just give it a little tug. So that's good. And then now, gotta make sure everything's in the proper position. So this one will slide back here. Right here, what this is, I pulled off. So that's in there.
Surrounded him before he got on the cart. One of the leaders.
So sit like that. And connect these. Like that. Make sure you don't break these tabs. They're annoying to fix. It's not fun. So just be careful with them. I'm gonna slide this one over. And we'll do the alternator. There's a 12 millimeter socket. Let me grab you and put you on this side. Let me move you around so you guys can see much better. Probably much better. I should have put you guys there, honestly. But this one should be 12 millimeter right here. Get you one of these magnet holders to get them out just like that. Make it easy on yourself. We'll move this back where it belongs. Slide that on there, just like that. Put that on there. We'll get the 12 millimeter socket right here with a swivel. So swivel makes the job a lot easier. Bend it around. Okay. this into position. This one should be a 10 millimeter right here. This one's 10 millimeter. Switch back again. So it's a 10, this one. And just get her started, hands. Start it with your hands first. You hold it for the harness.
To tie the game up 17-17. Sauce Gardner, Chuck Clark. Clark nearly got his fingertips on it, and it somehow ends up in the hands of Wrigley.
See the catch there. They're looking for the touch, and I just don't see it. I just don't see it. It really brought balls into the end zone for 6.
Gene's territorial rules analyst just watched that series of replays. Gene, what do you see?
You know, there's one angle that I've got in mind that it feels to me like Sauce Gardner's right shin is hitting Ridley's leg as he's possessing that football and then down. But here's the look. Right there. You see Gardner's shin kick right there, and then you see Ridley land at the one. I was a little surprised that they didn't put that ball back at the one for that reason. It does put him down by contact. Right
Close
there.
this back up.
Just saw it there. The two legs met.
Boot.
There.
Well, we had it. Okay, just like that. Just close down there. I'm actually gonna leave this bolt off because I'm gonna have to do an alternator again on this thing, so I'm gonna leave this off for later so I don't have to deal with it again. So we'll connect this harness back on there. The alternator. And then down at the bottom, where it's difficult to get this one going. That's on. So pretty much everything is on. Everything is on in its position. Make sure, second, check everything. We're going to do a loop test. Okay. Everything looks good. Take this. This on top. Make sure it's lined up properly. Put these hand by hand first, and then we'll just use the impact. Just a beauty cover. Don't ever force the bolts. They don't want to go into that original spot. Okay, we'll just take the impact next. Okay, that's on. Okay. We'll put the battery terminal back to negative, and then we'll give her a quick start. Of course, we put this thing back on there, but I want to get this battery terminal on. And that's a 10 millimeter. Just hold it while you're doing it. You can use it. Okay, and go and give a tug test. It's perfect. Something fell. Got it. First try. So this thing will go, this cover right here will go like this, slide it in.
Let's watch where the coverage goes with Garrett Wilson on his 3rd and 10. Little free small pass protecting there.
Alright, so we gotta do something else real quick before we do that.
Because he doesn't want Wilson to go into the teeth of the defense and take a big hit.
I'm gonna have to take a bar or something else off of this thing. So make sure you get that clip for the O2 sensor where it sits at.
Rogers looks. Rogers safety valve. It's called. He's covered. Titans were all over it. Kenneth Murray over there, along with Ernest Jones, who lost his helmet.
Boy, they saw it, and boy, did they react. Look how suddenly both back over there. 53,
Okay.
56, Murray. And he combined with a big hit to get Tennessee off the field.
There you go. Again? Oh my goodness. And there you go.
Our highly trained techs can replace your windshield where you are, even if that's right in your driveway. Have a good day. Really good. SafeLight makes it easy. Go to SafeLight.com to schedule a replacement today. It's still a weekend. Plus 60 minutes. Only tonight.
As a mom and former first grade teacher, I care deeply about education. That's why I'm voting for Amendment 2. Legalizing sports betting will generate tens of millions of dollars every year for our classrooms, helping increase teacher pay. Amendment 2 has a constitutional guarantee that
There it is.
money from sports betting goes to our schools.
Much
No
better.
more wasted dollars. Take it from this mom and former teacher.
Now it's time to give her a start and see what goes on.
Sitting between St. Louis and Memphis, there are two towns. Celebrate both our past.
This is the most nervous thing you can do every time.
The old, a tight-knit community that knows the importance of strong beings.
Nothing's leaking. Looks pretty good so far. Okie dokie. That will be it. Thank you guys for watching.